When you're looking for a composer for your project, the most important thing is to find somebody that you get along with. Working with other artists, making an experience for the viewer, telling a story. I find this to be the most dynamic, engaging thing. Unfortunately, music is often the last thing that a filmmaker thinks about. Understandable, making a movie is very exciting and there are all those wonderful actors to deal with for quite a long time. One of the most important things to me is to be of service. I don't want to write music in a vacuum. The wonderful thing about film music is the film tells you everything you need to know. It establishes the period in time that you're working with. It tells you whether it's intimate or expansive. You have to have input from other people and ultimately serve the image that's on the screen. The sound that I feel most comfortable creating is mystical, magical, mysterious. I love those moments in a film when the magic happens, when the transformation happens, when the change happens. But then putting together a little jazz trio to groove under a funny scene or something is so delightful as well. I think what I enjoy is the challenge of being able to adapt to different circumstances. I build a piece based completely on its purpose. If it is going to be the centerpiece of the presentation, for instance, in a dance performance where you've got the movement and the music, the two are married and that is your show. I can really fill the sonic space with deliciousness from top to bottom. You want to have something low and rumbly, and you want to have something in the mid-range that's really the meat of the story, and then you want to have the tinkly fairy bits up on top. You can use the entire spectrum of sound in that case. But quite a lot of the time, the music I'm writing is meant to be subtle. Film music, there's a school of thought that says if you can remember it, or if you even notice it, then it's failing in its job to underscore the action and to deliver an emotional experience rather than a melodic expression. Those days of melodic expression, well, it's a bit out of favor right now. I love it. I love the great classics. Who doesn't love the Jaws theme? But what people want for their films more often now is a nice bed of sound that'll convey a mood, a bit of suspense, a bit of levity, but not really the great melodic themes of, say, the work of the 60s, 70s, 80s. My absolute favorite way to write music now is on the computer. I have so much freedom there. There is every instrument I could ever dream of. There's every sound been recorded from every situation on every country on the planet available on the internet. It's extremely exciting. It's one thing to write great music. It's a whole nother world to have the musicians here in LA play those parts. When you're waking up at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning and going down Fox scoring stage, you've got an orchestra of amazing industry professionals who are willing to play your music. It's worth it. Who needs sleep? It takes time to create great music. Music writing is so personal. It's so emotional. Art takes time. Art takes heart. Art requires a certain amount of privacy and reflection, time and tools. None of this is possible without financial support. I could create music at any budget. If you only have a little bit of money, I have songs you can license as is, and I have a pretty big library of awesome, wild, very different cues that you can listen to and find something. But if you have the money, even a little bit of money, that you can put together to create custom music for your project, it's going to vastly increase its ability to make an impact on the viewer. To be honest, I'm a composer. I write songs about my breakfasts. I'm going to write music for the rest of my life. Because technology has made it so easy to record music, it can really be done for much less money than it has been done in the past. Great music takes time. 8 hours of work, for 2 minutes of completed music. I am absolutely willing to negotiate with anybody who wants to hire a composer. I'm very blessed to do what I love and get paid.